Hello YouTube, my name is Joseph and this is Average Joe's Disc Golf. Today we're gonna do a little bit of soul searching, I guess you can say. Going back and thinking about the Texas Hill Classic tournament that I played in November 6th and 7th. Just going back, kind of just seeing what I did wrong, see what I need to work on, and just gaining experience from being at that tournament. Well, first things first, I came in last place. I'm not gonna hide it. So yeah, I came in last place. So there is a ton of things that I can work on, but main reason for doing this tournament was to getting the experience, and I did. I got tons of experience, good experience, bad experience, but it was just experience to learn from and just move on and take it to take it to better my game, and that's what I plan on doing. Uh, one thing I Main thing I do need to work on is putting. Could have saved a couple strokes by putting better, but yeah, putting just got to work on, and we'll leave it at that. Next thing I gotta work on is approach shots. I had some good ones and then bad ones. So, but I want to stay consistent and consistently good up shots. And this weekend was I was seeing some better results and changing my approach and the way of thinking how I should do approach shots. Most of the times I would just kind of do a standstill depending on the distance, but I decided to do a small X step and just continue with the flow, and it worked. I mean, I still made a couple mental mistakes on my up shots this weekend, but it got a lot better, and I'm just gonna take that and try to focus on doing it even more. And I notice my up shots gets worse as I get tired, so yeah, gonna have to work on some conditioning and just work on my being consistent in my form when I am exhausted or tired, or because sometimes you're on the field like 3-4 hours in a tournament, so you're gonna be tired during a tournament, and as long as I can stay consistent, that would that would be good. Um, the mental game is different in a tournament than just playing with your friends. You can feel the intensity of everybody wanting for that number one spot. You know, I mean, I played in the recreational division, but being out there and seeing some of the pros, seeing the amateurs, you know, was kind of intimidating. Especially me. I think I was maybe one of a handful of guys not really having a sponsor, but everybody else having sponsors. You know, just it's a mind thing, and it kind of it kind of made it intimidating, being around so many people with sponsors. Either the host was sponsoring the Lucky Eight sponsored players, Innova, Dynamic Disc. Some of the players were there too. It was kind of nerve wracking, and I just need to learn to get over it and just focus on myself and not worry about who who cares if I'm not sponsored, or who cares if they're sponsored. I need to play my game. So mentally, I need to be stronger and just focus on what I can do and just make it happen. Don't force it, don't overdo it. Just focus on my game and play the game the way I know how as of right now. If I can make it better, I'll make it better. But just play it how I can. But throughout the tournament, throughout the day, you know, seeing some of my shots were awesome off the tee, some awesome up shots. I felt good. Just hearing the people saying, "Wow, that was a great shot," or you know, good effort. That helped out. But another mental part of the game I need to work on is just not being upset of myself. You know, I'm in, I'm a competitive guy. Every sport I play, I try to be the best, try to win, you know, and that's still true to this day. Even though I don't play that many sports now or competitions, now that I'm trying to get back into it, I just need to not so be not be hard on myself during the tournament. After the tournament, you know, do what I'm doing now. Go over the the scores, go over what I did wrong about either throwing it out of bounds or not having nose up and it just stopped and fade out and things like that. I need to do that after the tournament and not during the round. So that's another thing I'm gonna work on. Um, but overall, I mean, like I said, I can't say anything bad about the experience because it helped me out a lot. And thinking about it and thinking about practice, um, of the shots, up shots, tee shots, it's been helping me out slowly and surely throughout my game. And just some of the advices of pro players or pro amateur players that have been there doing tournaments for years, helped me out a lot. Like this one gentleman, he you know saw some of my shots and he was like, you know what, you know, take out all your drivers right now. Just the only drivers you should have is fairway and if that, um, and just work on throwing with putters, mid ranges until you start feeling comfortable and you'll start seeing maybe a little bit more distance. And I've heard that on some videos too, and right now, and that's all I'm doing right now is I don't really have a distance driver in my bag anymore. It's just fairway drivers, mid range, and putters. So, and I during this weekend, playing a little couple rounds and practicing, it was just mainly off throwing mid ranges and fairway drivers and putters. Getting hopefully throwing putters about 200 feet seems it's for me it seems good. I wasn't able to do that, and now I'm starting to be able to do that. Getting able to throw 150 feet, 190 feet, uh, approach shots with putters, and hitting in the green. Hitting, you know, 10 feet away from the basket, 5 feet away from the basket, or even 15 feet away from the basket. It just felt pretty good during the practice doing it. You know, and then one thing I started doing this weekend is I'm not doing a full run up right now. I'm just mainly doing an X step off the tee. So yeah, I'm gonna lose some feet, but my main concern is just the timing and slowing things down to my speed. You know, during the tournament, I mean, honestly, teeing off, I felt rush. I feel like I had to move, move, move. I didn't slow it down and play my pace. I mean, I know I have like 30 seconds to throw, but I wasn't using the whole time that I had. I was just up there. Okay, there's my line. Back up and throw. You know, I didn't calm myself down. I didn't relax myself down to feel like I'm getting a good drive. And that's another thing I need to work on. And slowly I'm starting to do that. I did felt like I was rushing things up on this weekend too. There's times also I felt really relaxed and took my time and felt good. It felt better throwing it off the tee like that instead of okay, gotta rush, gotta do it quick and let's move. So playing at my speed, I need to practice doing that, not just rushing because you get some of those players that don't even visualize their line or they do it faster than some people. You, I just need to go at my pace. Still within the time limit that I have to throw, but just do it at my pace. Feel relaxed while I'm getting ready to putt or upshot or off the tee. I just need to do it at my pace. And then when I do have a bad shot or a bad hole, just wipe it and start over. I need to work on that too instead of getting upset and taking that anger to the next hole. Because yeah, you're gonna mess up when you're angry because you had a bad upshot, or angry because you threw nose up off the tee, or you just threw it straight to the ground, or the disc slips and just goes like 5-10 feet away from you. I had that happen too. But just getting over it and just wiping clean does help. And I started seeing that, practicing that, even though I did have like a couple bad shots. I'm like, Ugh. Okay, give myself about 5 seconds to, and then started thinking about my next shot already, and it helped. I wasn't feeling like I have to force it with my arm instead of just smooth. It did help, even though I had some bad shots afterwards. Just calm and focus on the new one, and I threw a good shot off of it. So you know, mental games, physical games. Of course, I'm starting. I guess you can say this is the off season. I know there's tournaments here and local tournaments here to do and things like that. But one thing I want to do before February, of course, lose some weight. I want to get down into them, like, realistically 260s, 270s. I'm at 284 right now. And just measured myself yesterday. So I'm trying to get down to that 250s, 260s, 270s. I'm working on that. And then exercising, try to work on my legs and my power and my flexibility. Not trying to be all swollen, can't move my arms, but being flexible so I can try to be more smooth on my approach shots and tee shots. So I'll be doing I'm gonna try to do some videos of me working out and showing you some of the exercises I do, and then some of the training I'm gonna do on the field days, which is gonna be Saturday and Sundays. I might play a couple rounds here and there, try to film it. I know next Saturday, me and some friends are gonna trying to get together at the new 9-hole course that I filmed a couple weeks ago, and play Rip Challenge. The card game for disc golf. You know, Try to play this on that 9-hole course and see how it does and see how we like it and see if you guys like it too. And we'll probably try to do more of that. Um, and just try to get some more group of friends that are wanting to get better. You know, my ultimate goal is to try to play in a professional tournament. I have a friend of mine that is going to be more on this channel too. He's trying to do the exact same thing, so me and him probably can help each other out. Of course, he has the more experience, so I'll be learning more from him than he'll actually learn from me. But it would be a good way to just gain both of our gain both of us learning from each other to make us better. Like a good rivalry uh, that you have in other sports. And then another friend of mine, he's getting into disc golf. He's about a year into disc golf, just like me. Maybe close to 2 years, or a year and a half, just like me. So, it'll be a good way for him to learn too, off of me, off of him, off of my other friend, and just us three pushing ourselves to be better at disc golf. I think this will help us individually, togetherness, and maybe help the channel out even more too. As we get more and more videos together and stuff like that. So uh, I hope it does work out. I hope you guys do like those stuff. So we'll see. I know you're probably getting bored of just me being by myself. So I'm gonna try to change it up here and try to do some challenges and things like that. So hopefully it can spice up the channel. I hope you guys like it too. So I know this is gonna be kind of a short video, I do apologize. I'm just thinking of ways I can make myself better, thinking of exercises to do, you know, focus areas to get my that I guess you can call that whip um, better and stronger. You know, getting my shoulders and tricep, bicep, and chest area more in shape, so I don't feel as sore as I did after the tournament, and just trying to eat better. So this is going to be a lot of different things going on, and I hope you guys do like it, and I hope you guys start seeing a difference. I know the reason why I started this channel was to get better at disc golf and to lose weight. And I mean, I have lost weight, but it just hasn't been, I feel like it's enough for where it should have been. So, getting some friends on this channel to help push each other to do better in disc golf and may be the result that I would need, or yeah, I guess the challenge I would need to lose more weight, get better at disc golf, just like what this channel is, and help you guys too. I mean, I know it's mostly about me, but this channel is also for you guys. Watching these videos, if you can learn something from me, like what I'm doing wrong, and learn from it, hey, I'm happy. We all got to learn from each other. So if I can just teach somebody to do not do what I do, and they get better at it, that's a thumbs up for me and for you. You know, and I can always tell you guys, leave motivational comments, leave helpful tips on and advice about disc golf, or just motivation. A lot of people will see these tips, will see the motivation, and they'll learn from it. They'll take the advice. It's not all about me, but it's about just helping this sport grow and helping everybody become better at what they want to do in their future. So I hope you guys do like this channel. I hope you guys subscribe to this channel. I hope you guys like this video. And I do apologize again for being a short. I will try to get some more content here soon. And then one last thing before I do sign out is I would like to wish all the veterans a happy Veterans Day. I'm a big supporter of military. I have family, friends that have been in the military or are in the military, you know. So I am really proud of the people who did get a chance to serve for our country, you know, and I want to say thank you to everybody that did, you know. Well, not just the server, that not just the military people, but their families, the families that make sacrifices for either their husband or their wife or brothers or sisters. The family makes sacrifices for of them being in the military, just like the military people make sacrifices also. So, you know, whoever family members, if you are in the military, thank you for your sacrifices and making this country great. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out and wish you guys a good night. And just like the saying goes, every mighty Joe starts off as an average Joe sometimes. Nah, every mighty Joe starts off as an average Joe in the beginning. So, you know, you might be an average Joe now, but you never know. In the future, you can be a mighty Joe. So, keep that in mind and keep on practicing on what you do. Thank you. Have a good night, and see you on the next episode or vlog. Yeah, see you on the next episode.